Hi there, I hope everybody's well. This is just going to be a short video on the delay that's just been announced by Bungie. So, firstly, the delay. Originally, it was due to be released on the 22nd of September, and it's been moved to the 10th of November. So we're talking 48, 49 days, additional Season 11. So, I just wanted to go through why this might be, even though they've said COVID. I'm wondering, is there something else in the background that's causing this problem, caused them to delay it to this extreme? So I'm going to have a look at that. I'm going to have a look at the some of the information that's come out as well on the new kind of splash page for Beyond Light, and some of the other information that they've released. So, why? I mean, they've clearly said COVID. However, surely they would have known that this level of delay would have been required when they launched Beyond Light. So why didn't they just say back then 10th of November or some point in November? Clearly it's not ideal November, because there's a lot of other good games coming out at the same time that may detract away from Destiny. So maybe something's come up. Maybe there was some communication error in Bungie, and actually they were never going to be ready, but they thought they were going to be ready. Maybe there is going to be an engine change, and as a result of that, we are now getting a delay because actually it's going to take longer than they anticipated. It just seems a bit strange that they didn't mention this before, and all of a sudden we have a 49-day delay. I must say though, great, it's not a problem. 49-day delay, not an issue. Then we want to look at the splash page. There's clearly been a couple of things happening on the splash page. I've seen, I don't know whether they were there before, but I've seen some new weapons which look pretty interesting. So there's definitely some new weapons there, and I think that's coming up in the video. There's some interesting dungeon or raid graphics there as well, so make those as you wish, but they're in there as well. So we've got this image, we've got this image. I think we've seen this one before of the stasis ability. I think they've just added in a few extra screenshots there, looking pretty nice. As well as this stasis image, we have these. These are exotic weapons. I don't know what they are. Maybe you do. Maybe it's Destiny 1 and I was not around playing this game during Destiny 1. And this image is a raid image. Interesting. It seems to be showing a similar kind of pattern as the weapon that we just saw on the side of whatever this might be. So it's very interesting. Now this Season of Arrivals calendar that came out, Bungie said, okay, we're going to tell you what extra we're going to do. It turns out that the only extra thing on here is Festival of the Lost, and Festival of the Lost would have been included within the first season of Beyond Light. So they've just moved it into this season because it needs to happen around Halloween, which is fine. This kind of makes me think maybe there isn't a new engine in the works, because if they can just take a piece of content that was going to be in Beyond Light and put it into Season 11, then surely there isn't going to be a new engine. I could be completely wrong. I don't know how it works, so it might be easier than I'm actually thinking. So as far as you can see here, it's just Festival of the Lost. It says and more. They're hinting on more, but what exactly do they mean? This next piece of information is directly from the TWAB, and it talks about some kind of redacted event. Now maybe that is just simply Menagerie, and they just don't want to tell us that we're going to get increased rewards from Menagerie, because they did mention before that they could bring that back in. and they haven't. So maybe it's just that, or maybe there is another event. You can see from this screenshot here, they're saying handful of ritual activity modifiers to look forward to: increased valor, increased infamy, increased redacted. So what is that? I mean, we can all speculate. It could just be an old event and they're going to increase the rewards in it, but they're saying it's a ritual activity, so it's gonna have to be something that's replayable. It would be great if it was something completely new. It would be absolutely fantastic if they dropped something in. But what we have to remember as well is that they said the summer was going to be like no other. So there could be something significant coming up anyway that we don't know about, which is going to kind of ease the pain of having to do these additional 49 days. I think for the casual player, it's not too much of a big deal because they've not even got up to 1060 yet. They might not have even got up to 1050 yet. They're probably only halfway through the battle pass. So casual players, an extra 49 days, not a big deal. For the hardcore player, a potential issue. And all it's going to mean is that those people are probably going to go on to different games. And there'll be games out there. There's Ghost of Tsushima today, and I'm sure there are other games that people can wander onto and play. It's not a massive big deal. I think the important thing is that Bungie are taking the time to get it right. So whatever happened, whether it's an oversight or something big that's come in that they need to spend a little bit more time on just to make sure it's absolutely right, that's fine. One other thing I thought of as well, maybe they will add reissued guns into grindable loots. That'd be good. If reissued guns were put into, say, Reckoning, or the Menagerie got some reissued guns, or Escalation Protocol got reissued guns, or something that we could grind in, a grindable loop to give us something to do for some more guns. Now, yeah, reissued guns maybe not the best because they're probably going to be the same guns, just earnable again, but at least it would be something. So, let me know what you think. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's worth waiting for. Oh, one other thing as well. If they're taking out so many destinations and only putting in Europa and Cosmodrome, why are they advertising the Beyond Light game size at still 103 gig? If it's the same size as before, then what else are they adding in that we don't know about?
I will give these Guardians the destruction they crave.